Hi, this is Libby, Alyssa, Darcy, and Sharn, and we are doing our second peer discussion today. In the peer discussion, we'll be discussing viral media as our like overarching frame that we've all kind of agreed upon. Um, Now, to begin with my personal DAs, my first, I was looking at two DAs, and my first digital artifact, I really wanted to focus on something that was quite local. And I really wanted to share that on a platform using viral media to try and get awareness. And this was coming off my first DA of kind of sharing media that helps people with weight loss, with their health and everything for like chronic illnesses. So I wanted to kind of expand off that, but try something closer to me. Um, with that, I really wanted to kind of post about certain events or like certain things in the area that could really help with like women's health, specifically connected to chronic illnesses and original that connected to that original idea that I was doing. Um, and I really wanted to build on that, obviously, with viral media, try hashtagging and posting everything aesthetically so it could attract people and allow them to kind of find new things in the area that they probably wouldn't know was around to help with their health. Um, and I really thought that viral media would help with that and help with um, people accessing new things that they didn't think they could. Um, with that, I did come to the problem that I think it cut too close to the original DA that I was doing. I was already posting a lot of information, and I didn't really want to, I don't know, do something too similar. I wanted to do something new and exciting. So I decided not to go with that one, but that was the original idea that I had. Does anyone have any questions or anything about that digital artifact?
Uh, I know for the first year you used Instagram as like the channel for pushing out the positive heal her posts. Did
Yeah.
For this one with viral media, were you gonna use the same platform, or were you thinking of doing like video content, or like I don't know, using like TikTok or YouTube?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought of that. I like the idea of TikTok, but at the same time, that doesn't really help for like local awareness for things around here. I mean, it does, but I think the whole point of like viral media is to be able to reach a certain amount of people, and I don't think it would maybe reach the right kind of people. So I think probably Instagram would have been the best platform,
Yeah.
and maybe continuing off what my original DA, my first DA was. Um, but yeah, because it was just a bit too similar, I thought better not. Yeah.
If you did want to like try and reach like local communities, I think going on Facebook would actually really help because
Yeah.
there's so many like local community like Facebook pages that you could like post your stuff on and all that.
Yeah. I'm in so many already. So
Yeah.
that honestly probably would have been the best one. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, absolutely. Maybe even creating a new page on there and expanding the first DA to Facebook and being able to, yeah, share
Yeah.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Instagram and TikTok and all that, they're all so global that
Yeah.
it's kind of
Mm.
hard to try and center in unless you're like hashtag
Yeah.
this place. Like,
Yeah.
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 And
I
even then, you're
definitely,
still reaching others. So,
yeah. And it honestly, it would have, I think if it was done properly and well, it would have gone viral, especially on those specific like Facebook group sites. And
Mm.
I have seen so many things go viral on there, and it's reached lots of people. But yeah, so that was my first DA. I do have a second DA idea that I decided to go with and that I have been working on. It I do want it to fall mainly under viral media, but it's definitely working with templates at the moment. But like I said, if I would love to post more on that first DA account that I had started, because it fits into that theme of what I was trying to achieve. So yeah, I've been working on templates that are like really self-care orientated and really focus on people being able to plan, whether it's like meal planning or their weeks or their days, and just being able to, have something that they can use digitally to help with them. And I really wanted to do a whole bunch and then post them on that first account that I made for the first EA. Yeah, and hope that that had a viral reach so more people would be able to use it. So yeah, it's been going pretty well. I've come up with I think two now. I'm just trying to get them out weekly, but I'm also trying to make them look really good. So yeah, that's the current DA that I've decided to go with.
I think that's a really good idea because I think, a big part of virality is like finding people and connecting with people. And in creating these templates, more people can they have a way of engaging with that content. And maybe people can like with the Facebook community and such, like maybe people can share their what they've done with their planners. Maybe people can discuss it and get inspired by it. I think it's really good, and that's a really good idea that you're exploring. So very
Thank
nice.
you. Amazing. Well, Alyssa, take it away.
All right. So for my DA, I was deciding to further, build upon the one that I discussed in the remixed media with the fictional journal entries of a fictional character. And I did that on a website, and I feel like I've kind of expanded as much as I can within the website's frames. And so I wanted to, reframe the whole fictional media idea and explore viral media. So I was thinking, maybe I could go to TikTok or maybe YouTube. I haven't really decided yet. That's one of my problems, I guess, because they have such different ways of, identifying trends, of identifying what is viral. And so I'm still just kind of deciding if I want to do short form content on TikTok or maybe longer form content on YouTube where it's based around the character and like fictional memes. Because when you do viral media, a lot of it isn't like mass media. You can pertain to more of like a segmented like community. And I think a big part of storytelling is appealing to community and just gathering people's ideas and interaction and all that good stuff that comes with virality. And I know, I think that'll be fun to explore because yeah, there's different gauges of what is viral. So if I want to do TikTok, that might be it's easier to get more reach, but it's not, I don't know. Still deciding. Any thoughts?
I think that's probably the hardest thing that I'm struggling with too, is like what would be the best platform to you got to think about like what the utility of it and then how to reach people who will get the best out of it. So I think that is something to think about, but I think you could maybe even try all of it. I mean, you could
That's
it's all
true.
about like prototyping and seeing what works and testing. So maybe you should just, yeah, do a whole bunch, do Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and then see what your best platform is, and then you can like move forward from there.
I definitely agree with that because yeah, with YouTube, there's more ways of seeing engagement.
Yeah,
Like you can see viewer attention, whereas TikTok doesn't have that as much, but it pushes your content out more to people who
yeah,
also like follow people who follow you.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think TikTok you make more reach, but you're also quite limited in what you can do creatively because like it's everyone there like got such short attention spans. You're limited to short form content. Like you can have 10-minute videos on there, but most people aren't going to do that. So I think like I guess it just depends on what you want to do because like yeah, TikTok is sort of limited to short videos, but then YouTube you've got a lot more freedom. You can go basically for as long as you want.
that's
yeah.
true. That's
I think
true.
a good idea could be I know lots of people who make like a shorter version of their YouTube videos and they post them to TikTok so they get
Like
the first
highlights.
section,
Yeah, that's true.
and then you could say watch the rest on my YouTube, and then you can add your YouTube, and then people could go there. So you could use TikTok to build the viral reach, and then you could continue it to YouTube where you can do longer forms of videos and you have more creativity basically.
That's a really good idea. Damn, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
It was a great idea though, Alyssa. Love.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I did have a question though. What kind of content would you create?
I'd probably create like maybe little mini character analysis of like the different characters within the entries, or maybe like use trending audios to relate it to the character somehow. I'm not too sure. I think all of it will be fun to, prototype, explore.
Yeah.
Darcy, what was your DA?
Okay, so to explore viral media, I'm also going off my first DA, the novel Look, which was a website, and I just kind of wanted to expand it onto social media. I'm going to use both TikTok and Instagram, where I have in the past posted book related content, like aesthetic pictures of the books I have, like funny, relatable stuff about the books I'm reading currently, like aesthetic videos. And that was a while ago, but I was able to build a small following, but I did get a fair amount of engagement, including my favorite author once commented and liked on one of my videos. So I'm kind of thinking like,
Oh,
Who's your favorite author?
Oh
her
my
name's
God.
Runix. Yeah,
Sorry, what was that?
her name's Runix. She's kind of like a enigma kind of author. So she goes under like a like kind of like J.K. Rowling, how like it's not her real name, so
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
a creative name for her.
That's
An alias,
cool.
yeah. Like an
Yeah, I
alias.
know. So I was kind of like, well, this is a good opportunity to kind of get a lot of engagement in that area that I've already had. So hopefully it can attract more people into my digital artifact, and as well as like find people to interact with the website as well, because I feel like I've just created a website and like not people aren't going to look for it. You got to like promote it somehow. So some posts I'm thinking of working on is just like posting snapshots of the website, and putting that on Instagram, creating mood boards and posting them on Instagram, and then using those mood boards and like making those into like aesthetic videos using like trending audios, put that on TikTok, stuff like that. um and yeah, I think I wanted to explore viral media for this so that I can get feedback from like just the general public, and expand on new characters, new books, and different genres to have like a broad as possible website for a lot of people to be able to utilize. So yeah.
No, I love that. That's really creative. And there's like just I think fiction in general have such a big community. So and I've seen so many people that I know that have posted one TikTok about a book and it goes viral.
Yeah.
So many people just looking for TikToks about books and stuff. And then I think then having a website to go to learn more and to get more content on that is really cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Definitely, yeah. Because like I know if I read a book, I will not want to shut up about it. I want to find ways to connect with it.
Yeah,
And I
like
think yeah,
every time I finish a book, I'm immediately looking for edits,
Yeah.
people talking about it, stuff
yes,
like that.
literally.
So, yeah, trying to find people like that.
I think yeah, that is such a good idea to explore that. And like I think it's definitely a good idea to like with the Instagram page have like the link to the website in the bio. And then also on the website you can link to you can do like on Canva, you can do an external link to your Instagram page. Like I think that'd be a good way to make sure like to have that like affiliation with it.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
yeah,
I didn't think of that. I'll definitely do that. I definitely should have done that. But thank
no,
you
that's
for bringing
awesome.
that
Sean,
up.
would you like to talk about your DA?
I guess so. I've done like days in my life on TikTok. Because like that, I see things like that. They always like have so many views and stuff, and like I figured I could get a lot of reach that way, especially like showing the relatability of like being a uni student, going to work, like, my life's very much not glamorous, so I just wanted to show like the realistic side of, being a uni student and just trying to make it. And
Yeah.
yeah, like I never really did go viral because the most views I got was like 130 views like every video, and then like um yeah, I think the most likes I got was like 5 likes, and the majority of them were by like my friends and people I know. So I think I had like one company reach out, and then they were like, "Hey," it was like a jewelry company, and they were like, "We want to send you stuff," and I'm like, okay. And yeah, yeah, like I started with just doing days in my life, but I found because like I have TikTok Studio, and you could see when people like stopped watching the video and stuff. So I tried to go a bit shorter by doing like I started by doing just like shorter clips throughout the day, and then still wasn't really reaching that. But then I did it like at the end, I did a morning routine and a night routine because I figured that's like um it's a lot shorter. People are more likely to watch it than an entire day. And yeah, like I saw that people were watching more of it. So I guess yeah, like though I didn't get more views or more interactivity, I guess people were watching it more. So I guess I struggled with as well like remembering to film stuff because just every day I don't even like take photos or anything of myself. Like I don't know, it's not something I ever think of. So I really jumped in the deep end with it, going, "Hey, I'm gonna film and like make TikToks about days in my life," and it's like I don't take photos or anything really anyway or videos. So yeah, it was definitely a bit scary, but yeah, like I had fun doing it, and it was a bit full on, but yeah.
I think that's really good what you've done. And I think virality, like going viral, it's very rarely ever like, fully achieved because like being like having a viral video or like anything of that like nature, it's usually very spontaneous and usually pretty like short-lived. But there are ways to kind of like farm engagement. And I think it's really good with what you did with like, just when people were stopping to like, when they stopped watching and then, you pivoted it so that the content was more short form. So I think that's really good. And I think I like keep going with it if you're having fun with it. Like, you don't know where it might lead and like a
Yeah.
hundred like views, that's still views, that's still good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was searching up like days in my life just to see what other people were doing, and there was this one that was like, "Oh, my first video," that already had like hundreds of thousands of likes, and I was like, "How?"
it's very random.
Yeah.
Is random. I mean, you can always just like just research TikTok algorithms and like see
Mm.
how that could work. But I think just like you've already found a problem and then tried to solve that problem. And I mean, you solved it, but people are now watching more of the video. So I think, yeah, if you just keep going with it, you probably will get there. And even if you don't, you've explored it and like
Yeah.
you've come into problems and you've fixed them and like maybe you're not hashtagging properly or you need to use like different audios. Like you can always just try everything and see what makes the difference between each and every single different thing that you're trying, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
it's
Like
very
sorry, you go.
I think it's very commendable that you it might not be like exactly like viral, but you're improving gradually, like in that short time you've gone from like very limited views to like having about 100 views. And if you imagine like 100 people in a room, like that's a lot of people, but like online it's just like a couple digits. So I think you've, like Libby said, you have explored viral media in, I think, a really good way, and you found um, ways to improve, and I think that's very good.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys.
No worries.
I think we should not wrap up, but we should have some. What are some key takeaways, guys? Very
I
smooth segue.
I think we kept track of everything a lot better this time. I
Mm,
think the main problem we had in our last peer discussion is that we weren't summarizing efficiently, which was good. It was great that we had so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But I think that we've really like answered questions, and we've talked quite a lot about what we're doing and like problems we've had, and how to solve that. And I think that yeah, we did that a lot better than we did in our first one.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
agree.
Yeah.
I think we did good with how like experimental we were as well, because like viral media, like there's no telling what could happen. So we were all like, yeah, like just solving, like going through problems and solving them, and like yeah, sometimes they worked, and yeah, I just feel like we did a lot of like, what's the word I'm thinking of? We just yeah, like explored a lot, and like yeah, what's the phrase I'm thinking of? I don't
I
know,
have
but
no idea.
yeah.
Well, it was
Anyway, you get my
awesome.
point.
Perfect.
Awesome speaking to everyone. Darcy, did you have anything you want to say before we end? I think we're just about over time, but
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Bye.
oh,
Bye.
thanks for everyone for talking. That was awesome.
It
Good
was
luck with
great.
everyone's DAs.
Love.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Good luck. It all sounds so good.
Yeah.
So creative.
Yeah.
Whoop.